Hello there everyone, I hope you're all doing well today. So it is quite a dreary and rainy day here in London, and also my voice is a little croaky today, so I do apologize about that. But I thought it would be a really perfect time to not only share with you one of my favorite recipes and favorite crafts in herbalism, which is making a salve, but also to share with you one of my most favorite plants that I really love to work with and that truly fascinates me so much, and that is plantain. And the reason I love plantain so much is because it is such a simple and common plant, and yet I think it is often quite overlooked, and I think that many people are not actually aware of all the wonderful benefits and properties that it has to offer. And so I wanted to share it with you today because it is truly a magnificent plant. So plantain is a very hardy plant. It grows pretty much anywhere and everywhere. It is a plant that has adapted itself to all kinds of environments and places, and it can grow anywhere, even in the cracks of sidewalks and in parks and gardens. And I'm sure that if you have a garden, if you looked around, you could probably spot some plantain growing somewhere. So it is a very, very common plant. And it has some incredible qualities to it. So not only is it completely and fully edible, it also has some wonderful medicinal properties. Some of them being that it is antibacterial, it is anti-inflammatory, and it is also demulcent, meaning it has soothing and moistening qualities. So this makes plantain an incredibly versatile and such a beneficial plant for us both inside our body and outside. So for example, plantain can be eaten as food or taken as a herbal tea to soothe the insides of our body, including things like sore throats or respiratory problems or even upset stomachs. And then it can also be so healing and soothing on the outside, so on our skin. And so this salve in particular is going to be really wonderful for dry skin, chapped or cracked skin. So for example, if you have dry hands, I often get dry hands quite often, especially in, both in the colder and in the hotter months actually. And especially when gardening in the spring and things like that. But also if you have, for example, dry skin on your legs or anywhere else on your body, this salve is going to be incredibly healing and soothing, and I find that it really works really well for me. So I wanted to share this recipe with you and hope that you might enjoy it, and hope that it will be helpful for you as well. And so the process of making this salve actually involves making first your plantain infused oil. So that means gathering the plantain leaves and infusing them in an oil of your choice, for example, olive oil or any other base oil that you want to work with. And so since I didn't actually go outside today and I couldn't film due to the bad weather, I couldn't film the actual plantain leaves, I will insert some footage here in this video of a day when I did collect the plantain leaves fresh and infuse them in my oil, and I will show that process to you so that it makes a bit more sense. And then from there you can then make your salve. And so once you've put the plantain leaves into the oil, it does need to sit for around 3 to 4 weeks for the leaves to fully infuse and infuse all their wonderful and medicinal properties. So it does take a little bit of time, but yes, so I will show how I made this process earlier, and then afterwards now how I made the actual salve. So hopefully that will make sense. And I will also include a link to a previous video I made where I made a calendula infused oil and also made it into a salve so that you can see something else. So yes, I will insert that footage, and I hope that it makes sense altogether how I did it. and I hope that you enjoy the process, and I hope that you find this salve really, really nice to use. And so without further ado, I will show you how to make the salve. To set up your infused oil, begin by gathering your fresh plantain leaves, and if they are slightly dusty or have some dirt, you can rinse them, but make sure to dry them really well before adding them to the oil. Chop up the leaves to create more surface area for more of the beneficial properties of the plant to be infused into the oil. Take a container that you can fill to the very top with your plant material and have as less air as possible in your container, as this will help to prevent the oil from spoiling. Take your oil of choice and fill the jar to the very top, making sure all the plant material is completely covered. You can use olive oil, sweet almond oil, avocado oil, or anything else you wish to work with. Leave your oil in a cool, dark place for about 3 to 4 weeks and check on it periodically. It should turn out a lovely dark green color. This recipe will make around a 140 milliliter container of plantain salve. For this recipe, you will need around 70 milliliters of plantain infused oil, 14 grams of your wax of choice like beeswax or soywax, and an optional teaspoon of coconut oil. I find this makes my salve extra soft and creamy, but this is totally optional. You will also need a small jar, container or tin. Begin by setting up a double boiler. You can do this easily by placing a heat-proof container over a pan of simmering water. Start by adding your wax to the double boiler and melting it down completely. Once it's melted, add in your infused oil and coconut oil and mix everything together. From here, take your mixture off the heat and let it cool down for just a minute or two before pouring it into your chosen container. Leave your salve to set for at least a few hours, and then it's ready to use. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I really hope that you enjoyed the video, and I hope that you really enjoy making some of your own salves. As you can see, it is quite a simple process from beginning to end, simply infusing your oil and letting it sit, and then the fun process of adding your wax and making your salve. As I say, this is one of my most favorite aspects of herbalism is making salves. I find it such a relaxing and fun process, and also so incredibly easy and so versatile, and you can use all kinds of plants and herbs with different, depending on the different benefits that you're looking for, to make some wonderful products for yourself. So I really hope this was enjoyable, and that you get to make some of your own salves. And if you did enjoy the video, please do give it a like, and if you are new here, please do subscribe. I would love to see you in my next video. Wishing you a wonderful day or night, and I hope to see you very soon. Goodbye.